हाउ डज़ ह्यूमन लाइफ फंक्शन, या फिर ज़िंदगी में होता क्या है, यही मैं कुछ दिन से सोच रहा था. हाउ डू वी गेट अट्रैक्टेड टू समथिंग विच लीड टू समथिंग गुड और समथिंग नॉट सो गुड, और जस्ट अ कोइंसिडेंस. क्योंकि बहुत सारे जब कुछ इस टाइप के इंसिडेंसेस होते हैं तो देन वी थिंक कि यार हम लोगों ने बराबर डॉक्टर को कंसल्ट किया, बराबर चीज़ें मेडिकल फैसिलिटी यूज़ की या नहीं की. सो देयर आर so many of these kind of thoughts going on in mind, right? How do we see? But then I also thought at the same time ki there are so many celebrities having best access probably in the world, right? Top class medical facilities, doctors, consultants. But then why do they die early, right? Or why do they don't have any control on these kind of events, right? Or someone else is driving it anyway, so you can only do what you can do, and you cannot control the end result of that thing, right? So I understand that many people claim that okay, they have gone through these best medical facilities and they were able to save lives. But then how do you know that you were able to save, or you are not able to save, or it was anyway part of the cycle in your life, right? And so I also remember that when Steve Jobs died, right? When he died pretty early, right, in his life, and he had probably all sorts of medical facilities across the globe at his disposal, but nobody could do anything when his time was up. You can still say that okay, he did not do it on time or whatever, but then why he was not able to do it on time, right? What was driving that particular thing in his life? So still debatable, but then still a thought. Many a time we think that our certain actions could have resulted in something different, but it's just an imagination of our mind is very tricky thing in our body, right? It's a physical and it's a virtual both. Is the most powerful organ, I think, is in our body, which controls many things in our body by just the thoughts, right? Just the thoughts, it can control many of these things. So and I, whatever little time I could spend in a hospital, especially in a COVID ward, I have seen another COVID-19 patient in a hospital. And probably she had nothing to do with worldly affairs. Why? Because in our language, in normal human this thing, we might say that she was just a mad person, या फिर थोड़ी सी पगली थी, right? She or her mind was not in her control. All those kind of things we can say. And so I was also curious, so inquired about her health. She was also diabetic, right? And her family just dropped her in some old age home, and those guys actually brought her there. Whole day her only desire was to get chai on time or food on time. Nothing more than that. And probably, and then she was least bothered about you have given medicine, not given medicine, and all those kind of things. And probably because of that, she was recovering faster. That's what I was seeing. She was recovering faster without doing any extra effort from outside, right? But then her body was responding as per the best capability of it, because there was nothing else in her mind, right? She was not even bothered ki what will happen tomorrow. So who is more mindful here? The people who think that what will happen, this medicine will work, this hospital will work, or the person who doesn't even care about those things, right? And that thought actually led me to another thought, which is all of us consciously spend time, money, and effort, right, to reach at that level. We say that okay, we want shanti in our life, we want to have a peaceful thing in our life, right? And for that we do meditation, we do lots of things. For what? That we shouldn't have any kind of thoughts in our mind. The ultimate aim of meditation is to have thoughtless mind, right? So the more thoughtless mind you have, more creativity you will have, and whatever, right? And peaceful life you will have. So, but then when somebody achieves that, when somebody goes into that state, we say that okay, they are differently abled person, right? So that is one thought which was going on in my mind. The another one is especially about mothers, right? So mother is kind of a central part of our home. I'm realizing it now. Not to demean fathers, but still, how much dependency we have. Every person in family have on head lady in our homes, right? And they actually mind everything. So we are so dependent on these people. It's true that deficiency of something gives you the real worth of it. अभाव होने पर ही भाव का पता चलता है. जब अभाव होगा तभी आपको भाव का मालूम चलेगा. Till the time life is there in the body, or your Atma, according to Hindu scriptures, Atma is linked to the body, you have full life force there. But once it is out, there is nothing left there. There is nothing. So don't get attached with that body. If you get a chance, just do your bit with that person, right? Rather than attaching with so many other things. And because once they leave, there is nothing left and nothing you can do. So if we believe on what is written in many of our scriptures, I think that we keep on traveling from one body to another. Just like we keep on going from one place to another, we take a flight, we go to another place, and so life also goes on like that. So why get attached to any particular place? Just enjoy the company of people at that place and enjoy the place till the time you are there, and move on in life. If some of us might say that we don't believe in those kind of thought process scriptures, it's all imagination of somebody else. So if you don't believe on these things, it may I personally feel that it may be even easier for you, because you don't believe on any of these things. Then why should you care if somebody is there at that place or not, right? You should be least bothered about that. Just move on and start enjoying with new setup in your life, new people in your life, or if that person has created a void, then create a new setup on your own, because what's there, somebody has come and somebody has gone for a particular point of time. So just enjoy your life. Again, thanks everyone for listening this. I just had some of these thoughts. I was going through some churning, so I just recorded this. Thank you.